because you're an out-of-towner, let's run through what let's verbalize your setup real quick. Because what did you do before on the baseline at setup?
So shifted right.
Yep.
Everything, extension, I like that.
Yep. So what you did, this is pretty interesting. So you had just from appearance, you had too much extension here at setup, legs straight at address. On the backswing, your hand path and hips turned too fast, and your backswing was really short. Didn't even get to the left shoulder or the right shoulder on the backswing. Then you would shift it, because the hands were so far in and your hips were over rotated, you would shift everything out, straighten the left leg really fast, and pull the handle across. So the average swing direction that you made was left, 1.5 roughly, okay? But you had a lot of speed, so you're like right around 100 miles per hour with a 6-iron, okay? But ironically, your driver's speed, because number one, the length of swing, was averaging like 112.
Yeah.
So there wasn't like this leaps and bounds gained advantage. But with the driver, you were averaging 1.5 down with a low point one degree ahead.
Too far in front.
Now, what we did is we got the angle of attack down and the low point more back. Okay, which is huge because now the ball goes in the air. So let's run through what you've changed in your address. So baseline with a 7-iron is straight. Pelvis is more under, more knee flex, weight closer to your heels. Okay, now on the backswing, when you go to section 2 is what? Good. Okay, so the face is square. Okay, there's no forearm rotation. Your body's in flexion, but that's gonna take the hip turn and reduce it because you don't need to have a ton of hip turn into P2. Then as this goes, your left arm, we don't want it too far in. Okay, we don't want it to be out, but we don't want it to be too far in either. So both sides of the spectrum need to be met. So here, you feel like the hand path goes vertical, the right elbow folds in front of the rib cage, the body and the levers, because your levers look hyperextended, now look softer. You actually make a full backswing now, okay? So you're in here, this is all softer, left wrist is better, this is more flexed feeling, okay? Right leg a little straighter, just a little bit. So a little bit more like that at the top. Now, instead of you now from the top, I'm gonna make you work for a minute by holding that. Instead of your hand path getting shot out and stand up and straighten the left leg and pull the handle left, now you can start incorporating the club dropping back so the left arm doesn't get too far out. We want it to stay in. And the shaft shallowing, and what's ironically happening as you do that, your body starts to rotate open because the sweet spot's back, and you start to flex down into your position here. Then from there, this is all soft. Go ahead and push open and chip it. Now you can extend through the golf ball. So go ahead and run through that really slowly for me. So you just have to watch this about 20 times a day to remember any of this, okay? But like I said, if you were here normally, hold on. So if you were here normally once a week, I might give 2 of these things,
Yeah.
okay? But you're not, so you gotta change these things.
Okay.
So go to section 2, and I want you to really feel the center of your body, what it's doing. Reduce your hip turn. Good. Okay, and the hand path goes up and you go into flexion. Good, hold that for a moment. So we're not gonna go too palmered with your left wrist. There you go. Feel that? Good. Okay, not that I mind that, but we're not gonna just integrate that too much. Okay, good, and then what's the transition and hit it? Hit it? Very good. All right, so maybe do one more like that.
Okay.
So now his swing direction is to the right, 2 degrees, which is good. Do that again. Soft. Good. Feel that core flexion piece, right? Good. Overlap and hit. There you go. See, the ball jumped in the air now.
Yeah.
So that's what we want. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, now you're famous.